Oh my god, this is taller than I expected. Whoa! Nope.
That's not wobbly.
It's been another week. So we actually have a little bit of a break in shooting. We have 2 shoots technically left. I had a little bit of green screen shooting to do with you.
Yeah.
Just at our apartment.
So 3 shoots.
3 shoots, but
Technically.
that one is gonna be like just you and me.
This sword is really cool.
Sophia found the sword.
Yeah, this is Eliza's cousin Sophia.
Hi.
She found Donald's sword we're riding around with.
Dog walker.
Oh yeah, she was the dog walker in episode 9.
Yeah. You may recognize her from such titles as...
I've been going movie crazy.
Oh yeah, you totally have.
Quentin Tarantino said it, like right after his huge success with Pulp Fiction, and he started developing Jackie Brown. Because before that, he was a video store guy, you know? He was like, here's the thing about making movies, is that you don't get to watch as many movies.
I can imagine that being especially devastating for Quentin Tarantino.
We had like a pretty intense bout of shooting
Oh yes,
for that week and a half there.
I was exhausted.
Me too. As soon as we were done with that, I just went to a bunch of movies. I went to like 3 movies last week in the theater, all at the Music Box.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, one of them wasn't the Music Box. We went to see Phantom of the Paradise.
Yep.
At a midnight showing. It's Brian De Palma rock opera. Rock opera? I wasn't a big fan of it.
I liked it better than anybody else, which is surprising because I was like the least excited about it.
Well, Music Box is doing a Brian De Palma retrospective right now, and I love Carrie, and I love Mission Impossible, the first one, and I love The Untouchables. So I like Brian De Palma movies quite a bit, actually. And so I wanted to see some of the ones that I hadn't seen before. Phantom of the Paradise is one that a lot of filmmakers I like talk about. It's supposed to be this campy, but not really campy, rock opera. And I thought it was going to be campier than it was. I wanted it to be, like, crazier, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted it to be, like, much wackier, almost like Rocky Horror Camp, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a Rocky Horror fan, and it just wasn't. Then I went to see Conjuring 2, which was awesome! Super scary. And James Wan, I want to talk a little bit more about James Wan. We'll do that after we, There's Karen. We'll do that after we walk around in Galena for a little bit.
Cool.
Take a quick break from talking about my movie theater addiction while we walk around Galena here for a little bit, which is a very touristy, lovely touristy town.
Oh yeah.
It's weird to talk to a camera when there's a bunch of people around. So here's something else I discovered this week, because there's this other project that I've been thinking about for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to shoot it or anything, but it's something that I've been thinking about, so I wanted to write it. It has to do with ghosts. I love ghosts and haunted house stories. Opened up Celtics, and since I had to get the professional version of Celtics in order to schedule episode 10, and I had already written about 5 or 6 pages of the short or pilot.
They're coming with us, okay? Just for the hacks.
Then I discovered a horrible new feature in it. At the bottom of the script that you are typing on currently, there is 2 little counters. One of them says writing time, one of them says thinking time, or just writing and thinking. And it counts the seconds and minutes that you're not typing and collates it as thinking. How awful is that? So I moved the entire browser window down so that I couldn't see the timers going, and because when I discovered it, it showed me that I had been thinking for 40 minutes and writing for 12, actually typing 12 minutes while just sitting there thinking or browsing on the internet, trying to find something that I was looking for the story for 40 minutes. I was done with my writing session. It was interesting to see that actually by the end of everything, the writing and thinking portions had evened out to about the same. And I average, if I spend 12 minutes writing, I spend about 12 minutes thinking. So I guess it's all part of the process. And I finished that short script, by the way, 16 pages. So I wrote 11 pages this week. And I like it a lot. It's different than I thought it was going to be, but it always is. They saw me. Talk more about the movie addiction. The moral of this story is
Where's
that
the moral?
I am a live cinema junkie.
Yep.
I know that it's an addiction because I will continue to spend money on movies after I should no longer spend money going to movies.
As long as we don't go into debt. based on you going to movies, I think we're okay.
That is an addiction. You know?
Sure.
I want that energy, that theatrical... Like, I'm even going to... This coming week, there's a horror double feature of Chopping Mall and Deadly Friend, which is a Wes Craven movie I've never seen. And Chopping Mall is an 80s ridiculous horror movie.
Okay.
But it's not even in a movie theater, and they're free. It's in a bar, and everybody kind of shows up to watch this movie together. It's called the Horror Society. I just want a communal experience of watching movies.
Right.
What is your addiction that's more socially acceptable that you spend money on no matter what?
Yarn.
Yarn?
Probably be the thing that I spend the most money on.
What about you guys?
Manga. And anime.
Sophia's manga and anime?
Anime.
Okay.
Not certain.
Books?
Yeah, owning physical books.
Yeah,
Would probably
books
be me.
for me too. Books,
So
anime,
that's something I spend a
manga.
lot of money on.
I just know I'm like super jam-packed addicted to the theatrical experience.
Yeah.
Or cinema going with other people who I don't know. I think there's something to it about the fact that it's strangers.
I think it is very much related to your update a few weeks ago and you wanting to witness the reactions of other people.
Although, one thing I will say about going to movies with strangers is that every time I go to a movie theater that's not the music box, I have to get up at some point and ask somebody to turn off their cell phone.
I see the bubbles in the corner. It's leaking out the back door. You
Better call Becky with the good hair. So, I thought we would end this week's update by taking another little drive. It's after dinner and everything, and it's just about dusk, so the day is calling out. But I wanted to let you guys know what I have done on Pops this week. Because even though we have not been shooting, I have been working on Pops. I finally put together the beginning of the episode and looking for music for it, and it is awesome. It's coming together so well. I could not be more pleased with it. And then David wanted me to cut together some stuff that he shot later in the episode, so I cut together one little scene there. That looked awesome, and we've been so much smarter about the sound this time, which is nice. Even when something doesn't seem like we got the best sound on it, we've been getting little takes of it so that I can drop those in, not synced up. I can just drop them in and make them sync, instead of trying to do ADR, which always sounds much more different than if you just re-record a line on set. So we've been doing more of that, and it's been working out great. It's just everything, it's so good to see it coming together, you guys, I can't even tell you. Kind of makes it all worthwhile at the end of the day, when you see this thing that you had an idea for actually playing out. All those pieces come together. It's fantastic. And as for all of this, having you on the outside of the car, maybe it makes things a little harder to see, but we always do the update with you guys inside the car, and this week I wanted to do something just a little different. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I've just been shooting all day, I haven't really been cutting anything together, so we'll find out. I want you to know I have been working on the show, even though I've been going movie theater crazy, going to the movie theaters, wanting to watch all of these movies on the big screen. The third, by the way, I said I'd see 3 movies this week. The third was Brian De Palma's Body Double, another one that I hadn't seen of his on the big screen with a large audience around me. Not good. It was so bad. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out this week, and we are preparing to do one of our last nights of shooting on Friday. Actually, one of our last days. It's a day this time instead of a night. On Friday. So I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, what's mine? Hey, what's mine? I'm a star.